That's about how it works now.
So you're going after an NFL record, 7 straight 100-yard games. What do you think of that?
I knew you were gonna ask that.
Yeah. Okay.
No, I'm not worried about it. Honestly, just trying to get better. There's a lot of stuff that I can learn from tape, and obviously got to get a lot better. I think, I feel like a broken record. Numbers sometimes mask how you're playing. It doesn't mean that you're playing well, playing bad. So you got to look at the tape. You got to get better. Teams are just going to have a target on your back now, and you got to continue to do the little things to make sure that you're being successful, and that's what I'm looking to do.
Still, I mean, it's a record that shows consistency, and isn't that what every player wants? Is consistency? You got to be pleased with that.
I think every player in this locker room wants to win, and sometimes that might sound cliche, but it's the truth. I could care less what my stats are, as long as we're winning ball games, and we've been able to do that the last couple of weeks, and whatever I can do to be part of that, I'm going to try to do.
One more question on that. Have you ever heard of the guy Charlie Hennigan, that your record guy?
I
about him or anything? Or?
I haven't, but I'm not worried about it right now.
Adam, let's start with the season you've had. What do you need to get better at?
Oh, there's a lot of things. I think in the run game, that was a big emphasis for me last week because I've been terrible in the run game, and I felt like I did a little bit better job last week, but still could get a lot better. And those are the things that people don't really see, but that help your team win games. And I wasn't doing a good enough job there. I think there's still a lot of things that I could do from an effort standpoint, being more consistent, getting open more. I mean, that's just part of being a receiver. Again, just because you have good numbers doesn't mean that you're playing well and playing well for a whole game. So just trying to work on the little things.
What did you do better in the run game last week?
I think just finish the blocks. I think played with better pad level, more sense of urgency. I was getting myself out of position a lot early in the season.
What did you think of the run game finally coming together, and long term it's going to help you guys?
Yeah, I mean, it's exciting. It's exciting for this team. It's exciting for this offense. We know what those guys can do back there, and we know this offensive line can block. I mean, we had so much confidence going into the season because of what they were able to do in training camp and in the preseason games. So we know we can do it. We know we can do it at a high level. But again, it's complementary football. Everybody has to work together. When our defense is playing well, when we're doing well in the pass game, and it opens up those running game. And then again, if we're blocking on the outside, it opens up a lot of things too. You know, sometimes a 5-yard run, if we're blocking on the outside, can turn into a 30, 40-yard run like you saw last week. So, you know, a lot of times it's on us as receivers to make sure that we're having a good running game.
Adam, how have you been able to sort of effectively kind of just ignore all the noise around your success or the passing game success?
I think it's just my mindset I've always had, and I think the people around me as well. I got some really good leaders around me that I see every day, and the guys in this locker room, and then just the mindset I've always had. I mean, I know that I got to get better. I know I'm not where I want to be, and I know each week is a new week. I was just talking to Coach about that. You know, he said, are we going to be ready to play this week? And I said, well, you got to be in this league. I mean, we found out, I think it was a couple years ago against the Colts. They had a bad record. We had a great record, and we went in there and got our butts spanked. And then this year against the Bills, we weren't ready to play, and we got our butts spanked. So in this league, there's no easy games. There's no easy wins. There's NFL talent on every roster, and you have to bring it each week.
So you said you know where you want to be, and you're not there. Where is? I mean, what do you want to be? I mean, what's the goal for you?
I don't know. I think it just goes on you know, each play is a different play, and for me, I wanna treat that play as the Super Bowl. You know, I wanna win that route and win that play, and then go on to the next. And so I guess there's not really a big picture goal for me. There's no saying that this is a good game or this is a bad game. I'm just worried about the next play, and that play that I'm in, and trying to win that, and then go from there.
Yeah, what are some of the biggest lessons you had to learn when you started working out the slot a lot more?
Oh, that's a great question. I don't know. I think I think some of that stuff sometimes gets over talked about, I guess, because it's football. You got a guy across from you. You got zone coverage. You got man coverage, and you just got to win. You got to learn how to win. It doesn't matter if you're an outside receiver or inside receiver. I mean, there's guys that, you know, people say he's an outside receiver, but he plays in the slot still. So every receiver in this league, they have to win in the slot. They have to win on the outside, and you just learn from experience, and you try to get better every time you're out there.
That's a
Yeah, I mean, I think obviously our coaching staff does a really good job moving us all around and putting us in positions that we're good at. So I think for me, it's just whatever the play is called, I try to do whatever I can to win that particular route. And depending on where I'm at, it could be different techniques and different coverages. But it's in this league, it happens so fast. You got to be able to react, and that just comes with experience.
Adam, Kirk has talked a lot about how he studied the Vikings a lot before he chose to come here. Once you found out he was coming here, did you then go and study Kirk, what he did in Washington?
I didn't really have to because we played against him a lot. I feel like we played against him every year, and I saw what he was able to do against the great defense we have, and it was pretty impressive. And I remember the last 2 years going to Washington, and our offense was scoring points, but they were beating us, and he just kept going down and matching our touchdowns, and that's impressive. I think that's the most impressive thing. Is when you see a quarterback just keep answering drives, keep answering. When you're putting up points, that's tough to do because it's hard to score points in this league. And then when you're just going down and matching the other team's touchdowns, that's impressive. Cool. Thanks, guys.
Yeah.